transition from everything to this. This book that my grandpa made for me. It's like a compilation of poetry. Actually, it's a chapbook that Jacob Strawberry Hands put out on a tape, and then my grandpa turned it into a book and sent it to me. Yeah. Thanks for having me, Alex and Sofi. That was gorgeous, and Amy, and Jacob, of course. So I had a job interview today, and I've been looking for a job for like a year. I do some work, but it's not enough to live on. So a lot of my poems this past year have been sort of like baby poems, baby bitch, kind of little. I'm not even whatever. But I thought that I would read a poem from the chapbook called Fantasy Audio Only. Not sure if, I feel like I got roasted recently for, maybe, no, scratch that. I'm delusional. I didn't get roasted. Maybe in my head I took it as a roast. I tend to write long poems. So I'm not sure if I want to read a long poem or a really short baby bitch poem or a new poem. I feel like it's not even a poem because I am moving away from that in a way. Sort of an erratic, unfinished poem. You know, I'll start with the erratic, unfinished list. And also in my unemployment and time blindness, I can't seem to organize. I feel like coherence, time blindness, stress. I actually found out that stress was invented by a man.
Sorry.
My friend, we were talking earlier about going back in time and assassinating him, but that's impossible. So this is called, I got 36% on the grammar quiz, or movies I make, or to-do list to end a year of unemployment because I am manifesting a decreased neuroplasticity and atrophy of neurons by accident. I insert the stock music and the trilogy of beginning, middle, and end, or paranoia, or intuition. Is it the intuition or paranoia of dreaming at high altitude, tropes, ancestor visitations? Maybe you just want to be a victim, she says, an unsolved misery detective, a psych casualty. Grandpa keeps saying he was born dead and he will die dead. He also keeps using pop the cherry as a metaphor, and the adults are uncomfortable. I swipe past a story with a meme that says, when the IRS is thick, 2 C's. I hate that I follow an account called Health Gossip World. She's talking to me, but I'm thinking about Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper singing that song that's like, out in the deep end, watching the wind blow, far from the shallow, now in that parking lot. That's a sad story. In my dream, oh yeah, I wasn't sure if I'm supposed to trigger warning this, but there's a little bit of bad nightmares. Some reality, some not. I'll continue. In my dream, a man shot himself in the face, and my great-grandmother met me for coffee. I felt trapped in a scene of Solaris, a movie I saw once when I was very high. Someone has evil-eyed me. There are flies around my head, and a spider bit my lip while I slept. I've got condos in that bitch's head. That's what Cardi B said. I'm like a witch or something because a pigeon crashed into my window 4 times today. Or several pigeons. Clara looked it up. It's supposed to be good luck, which is good, I guess. I thought I saw a shirt that said Our Lady of the Lake University, but it says something else I don't remember. I couldn't cross the street due to a very long funeral procession. It made me think of trying to figure out how to cross Beacon Street during the Boston Marathon in 2013, minutes before the bomb went off. Which made me think of the Boston Massacre in 1771, or what year was that, and how now there where it happened stands a Chipotle. Which made me think of stepping over the concrete rosary at Broad and Federal. Which made me think of the time giant Aunt Mary fell on top of me while crossing Telegraph Avenue. Which made me think of the humiliating moment I stabbed myself with an X-Acto knife and Peter had to carry me up a hill. Which made me think of the time my mother was stabbed in a tent, which made me think of Toblerone, because after my mother was stabbed she gave me a bag of Toblerone, which made me crave Toblerone. Which made me think of Child Protective Services, and not being allowed to drink water at dinner in foster care. Which made me think my amygdala is so high speed, it's actually totally fucked up my periphery. Which made me think I've lost sight and voice and language. Why, what's completed and left ago, still tomorrow, or here, or rather why is yesterday, a mind at the end of my palm. So I joined a book club and never followed through. I did buy the book. It came with empty pages, just the titles of the chapters stand alone on the pages. There is nothing listed in the index either. The press is called Parasitic Ventures. Annoying. Editor's note. Our intention here was to be as unobtrusive as possible, also annoying. 1. Excommunication. 2. The Freudian unconscious and ours. 3. Of the subject of uncertainty. 4. Touche and automation. 5. Of the eye and the gaze. In chapter 6, titled The Line and Light, there is one sentence. No doubt, in the depths of my eye, the picture is painted. The picture certainly is in my eye, but I am not in the picture. And then the index reads, alienation, see under subject. Chance, see under repetition. Arbitrary, see under repetition. Gap, see under unconscious. Okay. That was my baby book. read a long poem I haven't read in several years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the French 75?
The French 75 effect.
It's fun to know.
The French 75 effect. This is a strange conversation with my sister, whose name is Angel. And when I was a kid, I used to say, "You're not an angel, you're the devil." She's not very nice. Okay. The French 75 effect. This is also kind of like, whatever. Never mind. Gin, lemon, and champagne creates a ghost the next day. To commit acts of self-betrayal, yet then there is nothing to talk about. What follows? Grace? Certainly. Gratitude? Instant. Magnetism. Angel is on the phone, and I am emerging from a dissociative faceplant. I guess it's like, bluntly, I guess it's really like a dark night of the soul experience, poem for later type moment, I guess. What, like a witness, wait. We were caught in an orange storm. I wore white pants. The thong clung to my back and I fell out of my sandals. Pools caught on my heels like cinder blocks, dragging. Angel says, an omen is that sudden cold feeling of stillness at its best. When focus comes loose cannon. My animosity stagnates questions like, are you even existing? If what? I'm here, I promise. I don't remember our brother stealing baby formula. Angel, I fell in love with the gin and champagne and lemon. She says we had no money. I don't want to talk about it. Atonement can come as others, reducing you to an ugly moment, and you accept it. Isn't this to be so alone and thawing on soul watch and health games mode? Fuck it. I want to bail down the aisle eventually. I want growth in my belly, good digestion, angel, alone in my wanting, questions, egotistical dominoes. I'm sorry, what did you say? I keep thinking the only way to be gooder is to sit in this suffering. The most alone you say is when you are working. At work, she reminds, I make exchanges in autopilot. Angel, I'm going places. At work, I go places. Working is going places. And I'm going and going and going. God, I love the idea of a remake, of a play, an abstraction, the entertainment victim, witnessing the work as if I could learn more, hurt, inventing new methods to develop other people. Time spent thinking about spending time. I continue to waste it, this time, like down on my knees asking, tell me, please, just what my rituals include. Sweeping, once a month, new moon signals. Oh yeah, Angel. I was holding a tampon in my pocket when he told me to shut the fuck up. I thought that was weird. Don't fill up on other people, baby, Angel says. Rendezvous, baby. Get drunk, baby. Pack that skin, baby. Angel, I'll take the ugly route, I say. Angel, I was on some ugly shit, some arabesque type shit. She says, baby, let them reduce you to this ugly moment. Arabesque type moment. Angel, my route is in adagio. We're going slow, corporeal, mellow temperature. Angel, you hear me. Deliver thyself from shame. The pout glamour, the consumptive bitches, dosing themselves from ugly. But really, I was reminiscing on some dumb mean shit like falling on disordered anguish, fear masked as loving. The fan drones in, my 0-ounce romance excavator. Angel, I can't hear you. My room is making music. Sometimes you need to pretend that someone doesn't exist to survive because you're scared. I say it's simple, Angel. Look at where we are standing. We built with ugly. We were taught ugly. Let them reduce me to this ugly moment. An arabesque, one leg straight out, horizontal, pointer fingers stretched up both ways I'm drawn. A beam, I hope. How many more autumns, Angel? Summers too, before I... How many yesterdays, considering the capacity to reframe this event? Is loving really so much gravity that nothing can escape? Not allowing myself to wear accessories or color. Angel, I thought real ones can see how colorful I am if they've got good vision, empathy vision, but I lose them to teach me death, to see it through. Angel, I hear crashes, content from the day before, fever piles, the shrinking behind lungs, slowness, disheveled air, shame again, I change location. Dark night is about birth anyway, set intentions. Angel, we did a guided meditation. We were led to our funerals, asked to look at our bodies. I thought, damn, if only I had listened to my body. Meditation as witness, baby. Angel, it was a red bleached garden, Krishna on aluminum, tangerine puja, 5150, bureaucratical baddie, anti-beauty, my perception danced to the ground, ankles buckle, a speed crash, the late 2000s, the Raiders symbol, Red Cloud Cemetery, South Dakota. For some reason, it's gray outside, cherishing an angry elegance, inhale, exhale, closed, invisible arguments, a billion breaths. While their bait is abundance, mine is bedtime, avoidance, ellipticals, spillage, tonight's living end. Short. Shortish. Now back to a poem about my childhood therapist, who was an extremely attractive woman with a sexy aura. Yeah, I was thinking about her because of my learning disabilities. Apparently, that my aunt who adopted me told me that I had, but wouldn't tell me what they are. She said dyslexia and some other things. And then my sister was trying to find her childhood therapist to see if she had paperwork. And then the childhood therapist named Wendy said that the paperwork burned in a fire. And this is also in Berkeley, California. If you're familiar with Berkeley, California in the late 90s and early 2000s, like Telegraph Avenue. I can't. There's a fellow Bay Area person here who could probably tell you something about it. Okay. It's called Wendy's Office. Expensive-looking gurus and thank you cards twinkle beneath a framed poster of Christina's World, where deities lay tacked to the mantle facing upward at the ceiling. Her reverence of piety goes unnoticed. Her collection of craft fair nativity scenes go unworn. Her display of what she calls expressive toys resemble an altar, more true, where Mancala and pickup sticks placate a black rubber Batmobile driven by an angry-looking Gumby, where Wendy is with one hand hovering the phallically elephant-headed angel who is asleep, waiting to be pet at the foot of a little plastic gun-wielding Davy Crockett. Wendy examines transference, substitution, playthings, memory things, deviated things. Wendy can unlock dead air with a yellow notepad. Wendy positions herself to care. She encourages your most fuckable thought. Wendy wants fuckable in all definition. She wants the bless me Wendy for I have sinned kind of thought. Her affection is cryogenic. Wendy wants to play the ungame. She wants to manipulate sentences. Wendy wants your sentences to breathe. She swears that the end is nigh and near is not as apocalyptic as the end is nigh nor near, and that I am in love and I will perceive time translates to I am time in love and I will perceive translates to I will time and perceive I am in love. Wendy uses a pink pearl eraser. She will obscure. Wendy positions herself to be received. Wendy loses her anatomical senses, soothing out the creases of her long chair decorated by a box of tissues and self-annihilating routines mistaken for self-dousing. Her reverence for faith resides in a self-extinguishing dream sequence.